Hi, Patrick Marlowe here. Played some hockey, got inducted to a couple Hall of Fames and own a couple records. You're watching Bay Area Sports Wrap.
Can you talk about the Jeff Skinner goal, your work on it, and also Jeff's work too, of course?
I wasn't on the ice.
Oh,
I think Kurashev made that play. Yeah.
That's my mistake.
No, you're good.
Can you just talk about just the first game back then?
Yeah, it felt good. It's always nice to wear an NHL jersey, and yeah, it was a decent game. Sucks we didn't come up with the win, but it's nice to be back in this locker room with the guys.
You get some power play time, and you're on the PK. What's it mean? You haven't been here all year, and you get thrust into some important roles already.
Yeah, it's nice. Obviously, it shows that there's some trust there, and I got to continue to play well to build that and continue to earn more ice time. So I think, it's a nice positive sign, and I got to build off that.
I know you weren't here yesterday, but obviously the CUDA had some games this weekend. That's a back-to-back. I think you have a back-to-back as well against a heavy Detroit team that's on rest. What's that like going into this game, just trying to get the legs moving for everybody?
I mean, it's really no issue. Any night you get to play in the NHL, it's pretty special. So you can figure out a way to get your legs going. So a couple Red Bulls, and it was good to go.
How about the way the team's been playing lately? You guys have played really well in the last 3 games overall.
Yeah, the team looks great. I've been watching on TV, so to watch these guys play is pretty special. A lot of talented players in this room, and a lot of guys doing their job. So things are starting to go in the right direction.
And for you, how much of a lift is it when you get to play against an original 16 like the Red Wings?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's something you grow up watching the Red Wings all the time. Being from Toronto, got to go to Joe Louis a few times to watch games and stuff. So it's a historic franchise, and yeah, obviously really nice to play against them.
You missed Friday's Barracuda game. Was that kind of with the idea that you might play tonight? McCarthy said it was a coach's decision.
No, I don't think so.
Ethan, pretty special weekend for Sam Dickinson. I don't know how well you've gotten to know him, but what was your reaction when you saw that puck to win there?
Yeah, I went kind of nuts. Obviously, it was huge for him. Obviously, very exciting for him to play his 10th game tonight, and to get his first goal. He looked very confident out there. He played a great game, and yeah, it was very exciting and a big goal at a big time.
What were the Red Wings doing maybe in the first couple of periods? You guys had 9 shots or so. What were they doing in terms of just taking away time and space, that kind of thing?
I think they were just playing simple. I don't think we necessarily had our best legs tonight, but once we did the right things, kind of got pucks behind them and just tried to stop making plays less and more just kind of work and create off that, I think more success came from that.
So Ethan, how do you felt about your personal game? You felt you sort of showed all you could here tonight?
Yeah, I felt like I played all right. I think there's things that I can work on, and obviously I think there's things I did well. So I'll look at the tape and kind of do whatever I can to get myself in the best position to be a better player every time I step in the ice.
And this Sharks group compared to last year when you're here, does it feel like a little bit of you guys don't ever feel really down, at least this group right now, because have that really nice homestand?
Yeah, spirits are really high in this locker room, and I think we got a great leadership group that kind of pushes that and comes from the top down, and we're staying positive, and everybody's excited to be here and play together every night.
All right.
Thanks.
Unfortunately, not a win for you guys, but how do you guys feel that you guys have been matching up against the top teams lately?
Yeah, it was a pretty good effort tonight. Some ups and downs throughout the game, back-to-back for us, but I think in our third period we sort of managed it a little better. And yeah, I mean, would have liked to get the 2 points, but we kept fighting, and we were able to tie that game late, and it was a good result for us on that end.
Does it feel like this group just never out of it?
Yeah, I mean, lately it does definitely feel like that, and that's got to be a part of our identity. So we got to keep that moving forward. Whether we're down in games or we have a lead, we got to play the same way.
When you look at that goal that Sam scores to tie the game late, first initial goal, what's your reaction as a defenseman just to see that moment for him and as a team here? Yeah,
I'm happy for him. He should be proud. It's a big goal, big goal to tie it up, and just your first one you never forget. So many more to come for him, but happy for him.
All right, what did you see in the first couple of periods there in terms of maybe trying to be too cute a little bit in terms of generating shots, or what did you see from the
Yeah, I think it was kind of the message for us in between the second and the third. Just trying too many east-west plays instead of just simplifying, getting pucks in the net, moving north. But like I said, I thought we cleaned things up a little bit, and we managed to fight and get a point out of it. But yeah, it was a little too cute for sure in the second period. Some chances given up to shoot and get pucks in the net, but I think we've learned our lesson on that.
You kind of touched on it earlier, but just your thoughts on the homestand here. It just seems you guys maybe have a little bit more momentum right now.
Yeah, it's got to keep going. Big, we dug a little bit of a hole in the first 6 games, and we got to climb back, and we're doing that. And like I said, it would have been nice to get the 2 points, but at least we got one, and we got to move forward and hopefully get a couple in Seattle.
Would you say on the balance tonight, though, that defensively you guys played a pretty mature game, didn't give too many chances to them, it seemed like?
Yeah, they had their opportunities off the rush, I think, and like I said, like us maybe playing a little too east-west, they gained some opportunities from there. But I think we're starting to have a little more calmness in the D zone, and it's showing. So as long as we can keep that going and keep the puck out of our net, we'll give ourselves a better chance to win.
All right.
Thank you.
The chaotic past there. So you want to walk us through your emotions of getting that first goal?
Yeah, it was exciting. Nice to kind of get it out of the way finally, but tough final, I guess, and would have been a little more exciting with the win. But we'll move on to next game.
Obviously, with your 10th game tonight, it just looked like you had an extra step of confidence tonight. Can you explain that? You just stepping up the offensive zone, a lot more shot attempts tonight. Was the puck just funny? What was working really well?
I think it was just kind of like I've said, game by game, just more comfortable, more confident with the puck, without the puck, and I think probably today was one of the bigger jumps in that, and I'd say that's probably where most of it came from.
In your young NHL career, what's it like to play against an original 6 team like Detroit?
It's pretty cool. Obviously a pretty legendary organization. A lot of history, a lot of success, and pretty cool.
Your time in London, you were shooting the puck a lot. Is it something the coaching staff has urged you to try and do more here?
Yeah, I think Wars has said a couple times that he's heard I've had a really good shot and he'd like to see it. So, I think I tried to get that a little more today. But yeah, I think my shot's a strong suit, and especially from the point. So, I think me shooting the puck and getting it through is going to help us create offense and just get us going in the O-zone a little bit.
What do you thought about a pass that set you up there?
Yeah, it was a hell of a pass. I think right before we kind of made eye contact, and at that point I think I knew it was coming. I think he put it through like 2 or 3 sticks, and had a couple guys just wave at it and miss. So I mean, that's just the kind of passes he can make. So it's lucky for me that I get to receive them and not defend them. And just credit to him for a great pass.
What's your reaction when they tell you go out there for OT?
Just ready to go. I think played a lot of OT, nothing quite like this. So I was just kind of pretty focused in on just doing my job. I was again out there with Mac and Smitty, so I knew if we got the puck, which fortunately we didn't. We'd get something going a little bit, but just excited to be put out there in a situation like that. Again, couldn't get much going on it, but just happy in that sense, I guess.
A couple more. This is a weekend, a night you'll remember for a long time.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think I'll be forgetting this one anytime soon. Definitely one that I'll remember for a while.
Did you call for the pass from Smith, or was it just kind of you knew he would get it to you?
Yeah, I think I just knew that it was going to come. I kind of just crept down, hoping to get into a spot, and I found myself open, and right as he came around the net, and at that point I think it was just a good hockey play, knowing that puck was coming, and then for him to make that pass.
The read there is that you see the wings have collapsed, so it's kind of safe for you to kind of creep down there defensively.
Yeah, just kind of reading the defense. We had done a pretty good job when we worked it low, creating chances, and they kind of got their backs flipped. So up top was kind of the place to be. So in that sense as well, we needed to go at that point, just knowing that that was kind of the place to be, and just kind of found my way in.
Not just focusing on your goal, but do you think that this was your best overall NHL game?
Yeah, I think that could be said. Still a couple just sloppy sort of things to pick up and and correct for moving forward. But yeah, I think moving my feet has been a big thing for me. Just kind of using that to get going, get into the game has been big, and I thought that was a big thing for me tonight.
All right, thanks, Sam. Thank you.
What did you like about the turn in the third period there from your guys?
Yeah, I thought we simplified our game a bit. Still, just our turnovers killed us, killed the momentum. So something we'll have to continue to work on. It's kind of a broken record, but we're gonna shoot ourselves in the foot at some point because of it. We're fortunate to come back and get a point, but those are things that we'll have to clean up.
When you guys were playing well with like that forecheck is dominating, that's when you guys are creating pressure. I know we talked about it a lot. How much is that really just fine-tuned when it's going to be really effective for you guys?
Yeah, it just needs to be consistent. We see it when it works. We do it, it works. We get some success from it. We've got some chances. Obviously, Dickie's goals comes from it, so I'm going to keep working on it.
What can
A
you
lot
say
of
about?
interesting combinations there in the overtime. What do you thought about that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of minutes for the forwards, so we're trying to manage that a little bit.
Did Sam earn that first OT kind of shift of his? Like, just how good a game did he have today?
Yeah, it was his best game he's played. Looked confident, was up in the rush, was skating. Obviously didn't play last night, but he was confident tonight.
So Coach never led, but managed to come back each time. You go to overtime, hit the shootout. So are you content with the scenario that you got to overtime, but are you upset with the shootout scenario?
I mean, the shootout is what it is. I mean, I don't put too much into it. We obviously work on it, but we had chances to probably take over the game, and I thought that was more frustrating. I think with times in that third period we could have taken over the game. Obviously in overtime we get some looks, but credit to the group. We kept going. There was no quit. We kept pushing. We didn't have our best tonight, and we found a way to get a point.
You encouraged that you got points in 3 straight games?
Yeah, I think we took a step in the right direction. We're still not completely there yet.
Does it feel like the bar is higher for this team in a sense? Because if we're talking like some other time, getting the point here would feel really good. First NHL goal for Sam would feel really good, but
Yeah.
Could have been better, right?
Yeah, for sure. We want to win. That's the name of the game, and our guys want to win. The guys are, a little bit crushed in there because we wanted to win. We wanted to keep this thing going, but we'll take some positives out of it. We found a way to get a point. There's certainly a lot of things we can do better. We can't use the back-to-back as an excuse. We've got to just keep working, keep getting better in a lot of areas.
What do you thought of Macklin sort of standing up for himself there in the third?
Yeah, he's a competitive kid. He's not going to back down. That's who he is.
And then what was the thought of giving Sam that opportunity in overtime?
He earned it. Played really well there in the game.
What's you kind of just touched on it there, but your thoughts on the homestand overall? Beating Jersey, beating Colorado, beating a really good team, Detroit.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the road trip? There's some belief in that room.
Yeah, definitely. The confidence is coming and the belief is coming. We still, again, we can get better. We can get a lot better. I know we got some results, but I think there's a team in there that can really be consistently very good night in and night out. And we're going to keep pushing and challenging to get to that standard. We've done some good things. We've gotten the results, like I said, but there's better hockey in us coming.
In overtime, you guys have started last few games. Obviously, the first face-off's important, but defensively, are you looking to get a little bit more aggressive and try and get the puck back? Or are you happy with the kind of defensive play in overtime right now?
Yeah, the play's all right. I think there's times where we can skate and gap up a little bit more. It's a little bit more unique with our forwards, 2 forwards and 1 defenseman. But yeah, there's some things we got to continue to work on with it. I thought we did an okay job at it. Towards the end, we got the puck back, just didn't score.
That better play or better team that you're talking about is the key. The forward check, the puck management. Those are like the 2 things that stand out. You think?
Yeah, puck management is got to be cleaned up, or we're going to be shooting ourselves in the foot very soon.
How much of an impact do you think tonight not having Eklund on that line kind of affected all the other lines to some degree?
Yeah, 11 forwards is tough. 70, it is what it is. But I thought we did the best we could with the situation and the back-to-back. But listen, they're missing Patrick Kane. This team's missing other people. It is what it is. We've got to keep pushing through. It's an opportunity for guys to come up, guys to play a little bit more. You either grab the opportunity and run with it, or we'll get the next guy to do it.
did you like Ethan Cardwell tonight?
Yeah, Cards was good. Was skating. I thought he was had some purpose to his game, some conviction with something we talked about with him. So I think it was good.
Hi, this is the voice of the San Jose Earthquakes, Ted Ramey for Bay Area Sports Wrap. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.